again, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel named Masked Indian Tech. So, today we will cover blockchain technology. So, before proceeding towards the lecture, I'd like to let you know what we will be covering in this particular lecture. We'll cover only what is blockchain and the remaining, like what is peer-to-peer network, what is hashing in blockchain, and what is blockchain use cases. We will see in the later lectures, because if I'll make all the lecture in the single video, then it is going to be very large, and people avoid watching longer videos. So that's why I'll cover part by part. Okay, so moving ahead, we have what is blockchain. So blockchain is something, it is clear from its name only, like block and chain. It's something which is chain of blocks, right? This is the first block, which is somehow related with the second block, and somehow the next block is connected with the further block which is coming ahead, right? So, and this is how the blockchain is basically formed, right? Now what is happening, a block is containing some sorts of information in it. What sort of information? Suppose if a blockchain is related to what, financial transactions, right? So if it is something related to financial transactions, so basically it is something like cryptocurrency, right? So if the blockchain is facilitating cryptocurrency sort of thing, then the block will contains what? Block will contain transaction information, right? Block will contain what? Transaction information. Apart from this transaction information, block will also contain the hash information of the previous block, right? Suppose this is the nth block, and this is n plus 1th block, right? So nth block is, let's say this is 100th block, and this is 101th block, right? 101st block, maybe 101, right? 101st block. So what is happening, this block will also contain the information related to what? This block will contain the information related to transaction, right? Financial transaction information, and it will also contain the information of this block itself, right? It will be consisting its hash information in it. So this hash information will be further put into this particular block, and after taking hash of this particular hash and this information, there will be a hash of this block. Let's say I'm calling this as block B and this as block A. So the block B will having some hash, that hash will be there present in the next block, right? So this is how the blockchain is related to the block which is subsequently added into it, right? So again, I would like to give more detailed explanation to this. Okay, so you will see what exactly I have tried to categorize into 3 parts. Like, what is a blockchain? Blockchain is basically a distributed database, right, among nodes of among the nodes of a computer network. What is happening? Suppose any information that you are like, suppose you are a person A and you are sending money to the person B, right? So this information is not only present in between A and B, rather it will be present with all the participants that are the part of the network. Initially, what was happening before blockchain, right? In the conventional network, what is happening? There is bank in between, and bank is facilitating all sorts of transaction, right? This is bank, I'm calling it as bank, right? And here I am present, let's say A, and here my friend is present whom I want to send money, that is block, that is person B. So whenever I'll send money to person B, then bank will record this transaction, like, hey, person A has sent money to person B. Have you heard, I hope you have heard, passbook? When you'll go to the bank, right, and you'll say, hey, I want my passbook to get updated, then your passbook, they will take your passbook and will print all sorts of information that is there. I mean, all the transaction records will be printed on your passbook, right? So this information is only related with bank. So bank is acting as a central authority, right? Central authority, as well as your data, the database of customer. Like, I'm the customer, he's also customer, he will further send money to someone else, his information will also be recorded by the bank. So bank is acting as a central authority, and the database is not distributed, because database is concentrated only in bank, right? Bank is not sharing it with anyone else. So this is what I want to say. In blockchain will solve this two particular issue. Like it's not a central, banks will not be having the sole, authority to have the information of all the, users, right? And also the database will not be there with bank if we are going to implement blockchain technology. What is happening here in blockchain? Basically, there are there is a concept of peer to peer network. Peer to peer network. In this, what is happening? Suppose there are 50 members, right? 50 members are there in a network. Like suppose there is a first computer, there is a second computer, there is a third computer, there is a fourth computer, next there is a fifth computer, there is sixth computer, and so on and so forth, right? So this is connected with this one, this is connected with this one, this is again the next computer, this is connected with this one, and this one, further this one. This is how peer-to-peer network looks like, right? So suppose any information, like suppose this is this, this particular node is A and this particular node is B. If A is sending information to B, this information will be broadcasted to this as well, and this information will, let's say this laptop is, or let's say this computer is connected with this block, this computer, so this information will also broadcasted by this. Like A have sent money to B, so this money will, this information will be broadcasted to this, and this computer is further connected with this two computer. So again, this two computer will further record these transactions, and this will further proceed forward. So this is basically called gossip protocol. I'd like you to read this, what exactly gossip protocol is, right? So when you'll understand this gossip protocol, you will also appreciate this technology in a much better way. So I'd like you to read this gossip protocol, right? So any information that you are sending, right, to B, if it is a financial transaction, so that will be recorded by the whole peer-to-peer network. So by this way, this database is distributed, and this is not only localized with the bank only. Again, the central authority, as far as central authority is concerned, bank is not having the sole authority to record all the transactions that is happening between the customers, right? So yeah, it is a distributed database and is shared among the nodes of a computer network. We all know that. Decentralized record of transactions that I have explained to you, and stores information electronically in a digital format. This is something that I have explained as well, right? What is happening, like these two networks are computer nodes, right? Computer, and if they are sharing information with each other, so it will definitely not, this will definitely not be there in hard paper. Obviously they will be doing some sorts of electronic exchange of data, right? So yeah, let me clear this. Okay, moving forward, what we have